Hey guys, what's up? I'm Michele, Abbate, driver of the number 30 GUR Racing TA2 Chevy Camaro, and I race in the West Coast Trans Am Series. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about the series, some of the cars, the drivers, and it's going to be awesome, so come check it out. Let me show you a little bit about my car. This is a TA2 Chevy Camaro. It's an older Howe chassis, and in this series we all have tube chassis cars, and you can actually put any body you want on it. Mine's a Gen 5 Camaro, a little bit older. You'll see Gen 6s out there most oftenly. And then we've got Mustangs and Challengers out there, representing all manufacturers of the American muscle, modern and vintage. This car is powered by an LS3 Chevy, and it's a spec motor. It is a sealed motor. That's one of my favorite parts about this series. Is basically, it really comes down to the talent of the driver. Our cars can be modified, but within a rule spec that kind of helps your budget. It keeps it limited and just makes it really easy for a very fair playing field, no matter which chassis you have. For more information about the chassis and the car and the class, you can check out the video from Hoonigan. It's going to be on their Build Biology page, and just look for this track beast is what they called it, and that'll go through everything, head to toe, up and down, and give you all the details of my build. One of my favorite parts about Trans Am is the paddock is open. So right now we're actually at a race, and you can just come through, see the drivers, see the cars. We're all pitted in the same area. For example, we've got this SGT Corvette right next to me, driven by Oli, and his car is prepared for that class. SGT is one of the production classes, so these aren't two chassis cars, they're a club chassis, and you pretty much modify a production car and bring it to Trans Am and race it. So it's really awesome because you can bring a car that you've been doing club racing in, maybe track days, take the rule book, check it out, get your car set up, and come race with us. Let's go ahead and take a walk down the pit road. We've got the garages filled here, all with Trans Am teams, and we'll show you guys a little bit about how the events look, how they're organized, and we'll ask some drivers what they think about the series and why they're running in it. So for those of you that don't know, I've been trying to get to the Trans Am Series for several years. It's been a big dream of mine. I kind of never thought it was actually going to happen. I thought I'd have to rent a ride to get here, but thankfully I've made it all come together, making my dream happen, and that's kind of why I'm sharing this with you guys too. So basically, I race in the TA2 class. It's the second highest class. Above us is TA, also called TA1. And I want to share with you guys, there's 4 classes of Trans Am, and behind us we have some GT cars. So this would be your, I guess, lowest class or slowest class that you could be part of. These are production Camaros, and they're modified to the rule spec, and that would be GT class. So we've got a couple of those running this weekend here at the West Coast Series. The series is growing. It's been so awesome, and yeah, so take a look at these and check them out, and if that fits kind of the category you're looking to be in, then there you go. That's an awesome place to start. Or you can step up to SGT. So these cars have quite a bit of modifications to them. Let's check a couple of them out. Unfortunately, the drivers aren't here, but we'll just get a quick sneak peek of what's going on. These are street cars. They were production. Obviously, you've got all the safety enhancements in them. You've got roll cages, the correct seats. Obviously, all the modifications to the engine, brakes, wheels, tires. It's a great platform to get started in wheeler racing and racing with Trans Am. Really excited to have these guys out here. I actually have a street car, and we came over and checked these cars out earlier. They're so awesome, especially coming from the production, floor. It's just like awesome to see. You can see they have upgraded intake systems, suspension, a little bit of aero, an awesome package, great place to start. There's not just Camaros in the GT class. We also have a bunch of Mustangs that are running. So whichever American muscle car you're looking for or that you favor, you can find a spot at Trans Am. So next up in the garage is my favorite classed car, a TA car, also called a TA1 car. This one belongs to a good friend of mine. Her name is Michele Nagai. She kicks ass. You guys gotta come check this thing out. It's wicked. So eventually, this is what I want to work up into. Obviously a tube chassis car. Look how cool the panels come off. You can literally remove the whole back end of the car. You have access to the fuel cell. You have access to other tubes that you have back there. Inside of this thing is so clean. Michelle's been racing for a long time, and this is also her first year in Trans Am. So we're both running a West Coast Series. Such a great series to be a part of, and a lot easier on the budget than the National Tour. So very, very welcoming. Really run some great tracks, and we even make it to Texas later in the year. So Michelle's joined us this year, and actually, I see her sitting over here, so let's go bother her a little bit with some questions. I also have Michael Fine's car on this side. So a lot of TA entries. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
You guys making rounds?
Yeah, so guys, this is Michelle. She's the driver of that car.
Michelle?
Yeah. We get confused all the time, but she's
The other Michelle.
Can you tell us a little bit about why you decided to come around from the Trans Am Series and the West Coast Series?
The prestige, the fact that I've been road racing forever, it feels like, and there was no tier I could go to. Now it's time. It's time to go for the best or go home. Let's do it.
So we're both pretty humbled to be here.
We're humbled. We're both agreeing. These are new cars to us. I mean, you're doing great. We're learning. It is what it is, man. It's an experience that we can't beat.
No, and
I suggest everybody gets in a TA car sometime in their life.
I can't wait for the day.
Especially your day.
I cannot wait for the day. But yeah, so Michelle's one of our new drivers. I'm also extremely new. We're about the same, which is pretty cool. And representing the ladies, which is kind of a cool thing. A lot of people like that. But yeah, so anyway, we'll keep running down the garage here. But yeah, if you don't know Michelle, now you do.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Good luck to you.
Yeah. Alright guys, so we didn't make it too much farther, but I ran into my good friend Bo Borders here. I met Bo, back in the day when I started running USTCC. So we've known each other for a while.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of really cool racing. Let's hear about why you've chosen the Trans Am West Coast Series and a little bit about your car and the class you run in.
Yeah, we were running these spec Mustangs in SCCA, so we were already in the SCCA family, and we just wanted to kick it up a notch. And Trans Am, I mean, everybody knows about the heritage of Trans Am, so we know that that's a place that we wanted to be. And the West Coast Series is growing, so they decided to let us run our spec Mustangs in. So we're obviously our lap times are always going to be way lower than the TA and TA2 cars, but we got a bunch of cars that are all kind of equally matched we can put on a show. And Roger and I actually just posted a video on Borders Racing of Roger and I passing each other 51 times in the season opener at Thunder Hill.
I watched that too. That was a great video you guys put together. If you haven't seen it, you have to go check it out. And it's not like a 40-minute video.
No, I made it 5 minutes. So basically my spotter sounds like an auctioneer at a car auction.
Yes.
It's crazy. He was busy that race.
So there you have it. And tell them what class you run in, your car number, and where they can follow you.
Yeah, I'm running number 7. We run with Dig Motorsports, and we're running in the GT class. Roger Eagleton, who right after this picture cut, you'll be hearing from him. He's in the 21 car, also in the GT class.
Awesome. So yeah, let's talk to Roger. He's actually right behind us. All right, so now we have Roger Eagleton here. He's also new to the series. So today we're just kind of talking about why we've joined the Trans Am Series, what it means to us, the car you're racing, pretty much whatever you want to tell us. So
Awesome.
Go ahead and let us know.
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of like yourself. I mean, you've done a ton of series. We've all done a ton of series, and we were kind of looking for the next step, and really kind of the next step in the pro level, because after you do club racing, I mean, you've done the runoffs, you've done everything. You're kind of like, okay, what's the next thing? And I think Trans Am with the different classes available has been kind of the reason we've come to do it. I mean, you're in the TA2 cars, which are faster than ours. For us, being our first season, we were able to bring our current cars that we race at the club level, which was awesome because with minor upgrades and not a ton of capital, we were able to have cars that we can race at a professional level and we're already familiar with. So the operating budgets of the cars and running costs, we already know what they are, and they really didn't increase that much, which is the other huge factor, because to make that jump typically is going to be like a factor of, I don't know, 10 or 100, it's whatever you want it to be. For us, it really wasn't too much of a jump, which is awesome. We had a ton of fun. I mean, Bo Borders came along with us, which is great. The team from Dig Motorsports has been really supportive, has been really awesome. And really the Trans Am Series, everybody involved in it has been great. And I think that's the other factor that makes it really appealing, is like they've been so helpful. I feel like we bombard them with questions about things like, can we do this, can we do that? And they never have once been like, get out of here. Like, we've told you what the answer is. So they've been very opening and welcoming, and it's been fun. I mean, they do a great job putting everything together. They do a good job with the social media, with the website, and then with the edits that they put together of the races. So overall, it just seems like it's been a great package, and we're really happy to be here, and we want to continue to be here this year and next.
Yeah, no, it's been great. You guys have really represented the classes well too. We are a growing series, and same kind of idea that you just said, and I didn't even touch on it when I talked about why I love Trans Am. It's like the club racing, it's fun, it's awesome, but you want to take that next step, and like there's just nothing cooler than the Trans Am Series, man. I just can't get over it. And and it's cool to hear coming from you because yeah, you still have a production car. It's not a two chassis car, and it transfers right over. And I mean, just a great platform to kind of springboard. You've got a couple more classes you can move up. I want to do TA like so bad.
Perfect. Great. You jump in TA, we'll jump in your TA2 car. We'll rotate around, and we're good. We can make this work.
So,
See, look at this.
Yeah, it's a great ladder. Great drivers in this series. You do have to qualify to get a license. It's not like, you know, it's not like anybody can just get into
That's
a car.
true, yeah.
I feel safe out there with the guys I'm driving with. We have huge fields. I mean, 13 this weekend in our class, which is really great. Club racing kind of lacks that, or at least the classes I raced in lack that. I think we have 3 to 5, you know, every weekend. So just great to hear from Roger and his opinion on the West Coast Series.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, one of the parts too is it's different than club racing. All the cars here are built to a spec. So it really comes down to what the driver can do versus in club racing it was almost like who could spend more money and like that doesn't really help you develop as a driver if you're getting beat based on just horsepower alone. And out here they really kind of keep a tight lid on all the specs, so it really shows you, okay, this is where we're doing, this is how we can improve. And if you really want to get better as a driver and you're not just concerned about like I just want to look good, like if you really want to improve, this is a great place to be at. So when she jumps up to TA next year and then Bo and I share her TA2 car, we'll see how we can stack up.
It's gonna be great. Let's keep moving on. Thank you guys so much.
All right,
Appreciate
thanks.
it. And
Yep.
good luck. All right, so as we continue down to the garage, you can see here there is a Gen 6 Camaro right there, the newer body style. This class, this is a TA2 car. This class is awesome because it's got the spec components. We've got a spec race tire that we race on, and then we've also got spec race fuel. So everything keeps very fair, and it makes the racing that much tighter. It also makes the drivers' talent kind of come out and be a little bit more obvious because everybody's running the same kind of setup. It's more about how you tune your car, your suspension, and your team, really. You know, you'll see a lot of guys out here that got lots of team members, they've got crew, they've got big rigs, but people like me can join with my little 24-foot enclosed trailer, and shout out to Intech. You know, come see what you're worth, see how you stack up, and it's been awesome. So we're here during lunchtime. This would be where you come to do tech. Everybody gets teched before the race, and tech at Trans Am is awesome. They actually check things, they make sure you're legal, and it's in my experience, it's been awesome. They help you through things, and if you don't have things right, they'll help you figure it out. So you can see all the officials, they're having some lunch, but there's always people here to help. We've also got the Trans Am rig. We've got posters that you can pick up, fans can pick up. We do fan walks, we do, you know, driver autographs, all kinds of cool stuff. So be sure to come check out a Trans Am race. Definitely on the West Coast. Guys, the series is awesome. It's growing, it's thriving. You don't want to miss out on this. If you want to know how to get racing in it, just ask me and I'll be happy to show you how. So my buddy Cameron over here just showed up with his pits I seen, so we'll talk to him a little bit. He's got the Gen 6 Camaro, and he's also new to the series, first year. So this is Cameron Parsons, and why don't you tell him a little bit about yourself, your car, and why you chose the West Coast Series?
Yeah, I mean, my background doesn't totally, it doesn't have a natural path to Trans Am, you would say, because I started out racing in go-karts, but then I started down open wheels. So when I was 19 years old, about 12 years ago, I started racing Formula Mazdas with the Formula Car Challenge series. And then I jumped into a Formula Speed car, raced that, and then with some of my work with Sport magazine, I did a little bit of World Challenge with Mazda 2 and the MX-5 Cup. But after doing all these small, lightweight, and then open wheel cars and everything, then out of nowhere we decided we were going to do this thing.
Yeah, that was, you'd be shocked you knew that. Cameron had told me last year at PRI, like, I think I'm going to get a T2 car, and I was like, what? I was like, no, that's what I want to do. And it was just so funny because it was a natural move for you. Like, he's like in these little open wheel cars, kicking butt, and then he's like, yeah, I'm going to get a T2 car. So tell him how you kind of ended up with
Yeah, the thing about it is, like, the open wheel car with the Formula Mazda, we loved it. It was such a good formula, it was affordable to run, and you got a lot of speed out of those cars. But the thing is, when you start moving up to higher and higher levels, that money game just keeps going up. And the complications with the cars and everything, it just keeps on stacking. And so we're looking, what can we race that's considered a pro level series and a pro level car that can still fit within our budget and be super fun to drive? And so, we just eliminated all our options with this criteria, and Trans Am is just the absolute one, especially the TA2 class. We still get to use the 2-frame chassis car, fiberglass bodywork, which just makes things nice, repairable, a bit more affordable, and then the car is just, you can build half of these cars out of a Jegs or a Summit catalog.
Right, yeah,
So,
and
the
they're
whole
super
formula.
safe too.
Yes.
I mean, that was the other side of it, was like, I didn't realize how, coming from a production car, like, you take a big hit in a production car, you're pretty much probably bent your frame, then you gotta pull it and all this good stuff. And like for me, luckily I've never had a terrible incident in a production car, but I did get hit in the stock car that I was racing, and it was like I had a bent trailing arm. Like, we got hit at like 100 miles an hour. So another really good side of that is they're easily repairable.
Yep.
And, we raced club racing for a long time, and the budget of Trans Am, I mean, it's not cheap, but Cameron and I.
Racing's just not cheap.
Right. How big's your trailer?
I'm carrying in a 24-footer right now.
So we're both running on the same size trailer, coming from club racing, and the jump it's definitely a jump in the pro racing series, but you can do it. It's
I mean, the thing I love, my dad actually went through the paddock earlier and took a photo of our truck and trailer sitting in between all these semis. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3 semis on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down on the other side. We've got this humble little truck and trailer. But the nice thing is, that's kind of always been our story. We're kind of the underdogs. I mean, you've been in the same case too. It's cool showing up to an event like this where we're not a money team, but we can still go out and compete at the same level.
Right.
It's a fair fight.
Also, you guys, everybody's so welcoming here. Like, I was even a little offset by it, because I'm like, why is everybody so nice? But it's truly been an awesome experience. And Cameron and I, we've shared data. We don't have anything to hide. We look at each other's cars, and so it's very, very welcoming. I'd say even more welcoming than a spec series or a club racing spec series, I could say. So, and obviously, lunch time's over. So we're gonna end the video. But you guys, if you have any questions, be sure to follow Cameron. Let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, I use Instagram and Facebook. You can find me at Cam Parsons88. Also a racing team, Parsons Racing, Instagram and Facebook.
Cool. Awesome, guys. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. Good luck
absolutely.
today.
Thanks.
Hopefully I finish in front of you. We're tied in points right now.
I know.
So it's kind of a vicious battle.
We're 2 tenths off each other in practice, so I think we'll have a good race.
But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And check back in later for more updates. Be sure to go follow the Trans Am series. You can go to gotransam.com.